Warning, this podcast contains explicit sexual language and should only be listened to at work if you're looking for an excuse to connect with your HR representative. Additionally, all mentions of the word women include cis, trans, NB, genderqueer, gender fluid, and those still figuring it out. Yes, you are welcome here.
Will you open up with me? These pages, they can feed your innermost desires. Do you feel inspired? Are you getting what you need? Are you coming curiously? A secret safe with me. And here you can simply be yourself. Jace reads romance. Come on in, come on in, come on.
Hi, y'all. This is Jace, she, they, and you found Jace Reads Romance, a community dedicated to empowering women about sex and sexuality through the reading of romance novels. I cannot be stopped. I will not be stopped. And authors, I'm not going to stop you. I'm just going to keep pointing it out that y'all are obsessed with Forearms. Obsessed. And this, I think I've just accepted it. I'm in the acceptance stage of the writing. Let's go with the generic disclaimer of there's nothing wrong with a good forearm. Forearms can be incredibly sexy. What I am shocked by constantly is the amount of real estate forearms get in these books compared to thighs or chests.
Right? Like
That's it.
well, if it makes you feel better, Jace, this
Yeah.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare fan fiction that I told you I'm currently writing.
Yeah.
I have no forearm content.
Do you have like good strength? Do you have grips? Hands?
I
know
don't
you love
think
a
I
good
do
hand.
yet. I don't think I do yet.
Okay.
I do have I
think-
have only one sex scene written so far.
Mhm.
And there's oral sex done to the female.
I don't think I could handle an entire episode of my favorite quotes about cunnilingus. I don't think I can handle it because there are too many and they are too beautiful. Okay, maybe just beautiful to me, but they are so good.
And I'm over here like rereading my scene. I'm like, this is awful. I write oral sex terribly.
You know what? Maybe I'll just send you some of the ones that I've been keeping. They are so
you
good.
should, so that I can like up my game when I write in the future.
Oh my gosh. I mean, honestly, as long as you put like devour in there, I'm always going to be happy.
I put feasted.
I do. Feasted. I do love a good feasted. It just,
I did use that.
It's so good. So today we have 17 quotes about forearms from the month of April. That's it. Okay? Like if you think I'm just searching for all of the forearm quotes willy-nilly, I'm not going to my local search engine. Like search engines are local, but I'm not going to random search engines for best forearm quotes. So I read 30 books in the month of April. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 books, 17 quotes. So over a third of the books contain specific mentions of forearms.
Wow.
If we're going to get technical with the amount of real estate that is happening in this.
I'm just like, thighs. I just want some really good passages about thighs.
Right? And so I will organize these by topic. We're going to go with generic, here are some forearms, into actions that reveal forearms. Okay? There we go. Some of these books contain multiple forearm quotes, as you might have guessed, because there are 12 books and 17 quotes. So they are split depending on what's happening in the quote. Is it a description or is it an action? All right?
I'm excited.
Just getting so much sass. Remember, we're almost at the end of May. These are just from April.
I know.
This might be like a monthly mini episode, updates on forearms.
It might have to be.
I think it just has to be. Okay. So the first book is Dante by Sadie Kincaid, who, if we remember, had the best of all forearm quotes.
Yes.
From the original episode.
Yes.
So I expect a lot from her.
Yes.
And got to meet her. It was great. The first quote, he rests his tattooed arms on the table, and when he clenches his fists, the thick muscles in his forearms flex, and I have to drag my eyes away from them. Okay. Oh, this is like in the middle of a word passage about stuff that she's not supposed to think about, and here we go. Definitely not think of those thick forearms as he finishes what he started a few minutes earlier.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't actually think it's an inappropriate moment, but I had to say
no,
it like it
but
was.
yeah. Nice.
Yeah. So the next book is When Grumpy Met Sunshine by Charlotte Stein. This book surprised and confused and titillated me in so many ways. Oh my gosh, y'all.
Really?
Whew. This book is like if Roy Kent were the MMC, but like horrifyingly socially awkward.
How is Roy Kent not socially awkward?
No, like epically socially
like 10
awkward.
times worse. Oh no.
Oh my God. And it's so adorable. And they just like are an absolute comedic train wreck. Oh my gosh. It's so, this was a book that I got from my library purely for the title and then had to buy it so that I could own it.
That's because a glowing recommendation, I feel.
There's a car scene and it's not mutual masturbation, but they masturbate in front of each other in the car. It is so fucking hot.
Holy
but
shit.
Also a bit of a train wreck. You're like, how the fuck did we get here? I don't understand. I'm not mad about it. Nobody move. Don't stop what you're doing.
I'm gonna have to find this book now.
It's so good. Go to your local library. Don't spend money. Okay, When Grumpy Met Sunshine. Because his hands were big and the hair was very black, and she could see it disappearing under his sleeves all the way up his probably meaty forearms.
That's
meaty. He's a thick footballer. Like Brett Goldstein, love of my life, is not a tall, muscular man.
No,
that's
trim.
Fine. I don't mind it. Yeah. But he's got all the chest hair that I want. But this guy is a real muscular footballer.
Okay.
A Scouse from Liverpool.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, right? It's so great. Next book is Between Commitment and Betrayal by Shane Rose. His forearms were thick, his biceps round and large, and abs defined in a way that was near impossible. It's not all about the forearms, but like,
yeah.
Why'd you mention forearms?
Right.
Forearms and abs. It's like forearms to abs, like not pecs, not shoulders.
No.
Like we start with thick forearms, and then we end with abs. Okay.
The correlation is interesting.
I know. There's nothing wrong with forearm. Let's put some understanding of like it's weird. So, Black Ties and White Lies by Kat Singleton. Without words, he sets the glasses down in front of him. He works with expertise to open the bottle of wine, his forearm muscles rippling the entire time.
It's a bottle of wine. I mean,
grip strength. I don't know.
You do. It's like this motion. I like how we're doing that on an audio medium.
Y'all, this is why we don't have video. Like, I'm sure one day we will, but let's keep the air of mystery.
Yes.
Let's keep the mystery alive in our relationship. You know, we're not full Marvelous Miss Maisel. I put on my makeup before you wake up, but like, let's just pretend I'm a little more put together.
I'm over here completely not at all. I will admit that on air.
Okay, so this is you know what, I might have to move this one. I'm gonna move this one.
Oh no.
Sorry. Mile High by Liz Tom 40 is the next book, and we got 2 quotes here. I place my hand in his, noting the veins and muscles of his forearms that continue up under the sleeve of his black button-down shirt.
Okay.
Cool.
Nice.
Noting the veins. But I do like that the next one is also because they're holding hands. When I look down at our entwined hands, I almost can't even see my own because of the size difference. But I do notice his veiny forearms that are corded with muscles, though the grip he has on me is vastly contradictory to that.
Oh, that's kind of sweet.
I know.
That's kind of sweet. I like that one.
I know. That's why I said they're holding hands.
Yes.
This is really cute.
It's cute. I did have a thought. I'm like, the amount of phlebotomists that our FMCs apparently are, like, and even though I know,
you
like,
said that the last time we did
I
this.
probably
You were
did.
like, I don't understand how much phlebotomy research you do. Yeah.
That one was cute. I liked that last one. That one was cute.
It's not the last one.
No.
But this one is not about a man.
Ooh.
This next one is not about a man. So this is from Gwen and Art Are Not in Love by Lex Croucher. Lady Leclerc was no longer armored as Gwen had seen her the day before, but just as striking in a plain tunic and men's breeches. Her hair was pulled untidily away from her face, her sleeves rolled up to expose the taut muscle of her forearms, and she had a smear of something dark, potentially mud, potentially horse manure, on her cheekbone. This book is like, this is a fluffy book. Like, nothing un-PG happens in this book. So, like, the fact that it's a forearm quote, it was going to be PG and a little bit silly.
Yeah.
But I liked it. It's cute.
It's very cute.
Gwen is so awkward about her. It's like such a way that you would describe a crush, not someone you're actually making out with. It's adorable.
Oh, I feel like that was me in high school. So I feel like I could probably relate.
Yeah. Because she's young. She's what, like 18, 19 and a princess. Yeah. So yes, she's basically in high school.
Sheltered and young and all of that.
Yeah, so. she's like, I like a girl, but I don't know what that means.
So really like me. Shit.
Okay, so this mentions forearms, but like this is just about you'll understand when you hear it. It's from Funny Story by Emily Henry. Instead, my hands scrape up his arms. They feel amazing. Not gym arms, just arms that get a fair amount of daily use. For such a scruffy man, his skin is smooth, the hairs on his forearms fine and soft. My fingers instinctively follow the ridges of his veins up to his biceps, the anchor tattoo on one and the old school bird on the other. I kept that last sentence because you love tattoos.
I do love tattoos.
That one's just for you. Okay, we're going to go back to the one that I couldn't say before.
Oh, goodness gracious.
It is from Lords of Darkness by Amanda Richardson. His muscled forearm is gripping my long hair, which also doesn't make sense. Okay, hold on. Nope, I can't judge this. I have to say the whole fucking thing. I just have to be uncomfortable and say the whole fucking thing. Okay. All right. His muscled forearm is gripping my long hair, and he's breathing heavily as he moves in and out of me, making my pussy contract around him more with every thrust.
Okay. Forearms can't grip
don't-
things.
I know. It's like, is it I don't even remember. Is it wrapped around his arm, or like I just highlighted forearms, so I don't remember. I don't remember.
I'm just like,
oops.
I mean, it could be where the hand is like in the hair, so his arm is like against the back of the head, or I don't know.
Honestly, I don't remember. I couldn't tell you. But so those are the generic forearm quotes that we've got. The obsession this month was the action of revealing the forearms. So we've got a whole slew of them about disrobing the forearm. Specifically. That's what I'm going to call it.
I love it.
This one is two. They, the Pretty Stars by Edith O'Neill. Okay, they kind of go hand in hand. They're from like the same part of the book. Pulling off his blazer, he exposed a set of chiseled biceps and similar forearms when he rolled up his sleeves. And then the next quote is, and with those damn shirt sleeves rolled up.
God damn those shirt sleeves.
Y'all, this is why I could never be an audiobook narrator. Just like never gonna happen. But yeah, so the exposing of the forearms.
Which is funny because like they talk about the chiseled biceps and then they roll up the sleeves. I'm like, so how do you see the biceps? Because they're still sleeves.
Apparently the biceps could not be contained by the sleeves. We've got Back to Dante by Sadie Kincaid. He's dressed in black suit pants and a crisp white shirt. It's open at the collar and his shirt sleeves are rolled up, displaying a few dark tattoos on his skin.
Yes.
I wish you could see the way that I just got this like shit-eating grin on my face. I'm like, I know Steffi like that one.
It's so true. Like, come on. Forearm tattoos are sexy. I'm just saying.
Sure. I'm going to say it depends. Because I've seen some dumbass tattoos.
Okay, that's...
Oh, you might like this one too. This is from The Naughty List by Jade West, the book that almost broke me.
Oh, yes.
He takes off... Yeah. I apparently need to read others of hers because...
Yeah, that was the only text I got, y'all, was this book broke me. That was it.
Like, I couldn't function. I was in a fugue state. If you remember the story of this book, I had a really terrible nightmare that just gripped me, and I woke up and I refused to go back to sleep because of that fear of going back into the nightmare, and said, I need something that will distract me. And this was a book that had been recommended as the spiciest book someone's ever read, which I always take with a grain of salt. Like, really? What's your standard?
Yeah.
But I'd seen it enough that I downloaded it on my e-reader already. And so I just opened it up and started reading. Y'all, fuck it. Jesus fucking Christ. When I texted Steffi, I was like, she might die. She might be sexed to death. I don't know.
Yeah, that was the exact words. I feel like I got it one afternoon. I feel like I got it one afternoon while I was sleeping before work, and I woke up
Wednesday.
To it. Yeah,
it happened on a Wednesday because you were not the first person to be on the receiving end of my shock and despair. Just imagine I'm going about my normal life being like, I don't know about this book. She's just signed up for a 10-hour dungeon session.
Oh my God.
A 10-hour dungeon session, and we're only 54% of the way through the book. What is going to happen next?
Did she die?
She did survive.
Oh,
no, she didn't. No, she didn't. But she got fisted by the end of... I can't.
Okay.
You can cut that too. The fisting is not when this is from.
Okay.
So this is the quote. He takes off his suit jacket, laying it neatly on the counter. He rolls up his crisp white shirt sleeves as I watch him. His forearms are lean and veiny, muscular enough to pack one hell of a punch or smack.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Yeah. So we're back to When Grumpy Met Sunshine.
Yes.
Because I love him. Because I love him. This is a man who literally like double checked consent for brushing her hair.
Oh,
He's so
gold
sweet.
stars.
Oh my gosh. Just, oh, okay. But then he started actually rolling up his sleeves, like someone about to really get something done here. And she could see those forearms, which were in fact as hairy and meaty as she had imagined. And finally he said, budge up. And she realized it doesn't fucking matter. Doesn't fucking matter. But yeah. They were as hairy and meaty as she had imagined.
I love that so much. And then the budge up. That's like
budge up.
that
Because he's literally like asking
British
her
quote.
permission for him to like sit behind her so he can brush her hair.
Oh, okay. I really need to find this book because that's super, super adorable and sweet. And oh my gosh.
If you lived closer, you could borrow my copy.
I know.
Okay. This is from a book. I'm surprised by this because I was so mad at this book. It was Ignite Me by Tahara Mafi, which is the book that made me DNF that series. I'm sure someone is going to have a different opinion, but I loved Shatter Me and I could not stand the rest of it.
Oof.
I didn't care. It wasn't that it was like inherently bad, but go to the socials. I rant appropriately there.
Okay.
But I'm going to try and not let my feelings for this book affect the quote. He sighs, pushes his rolled up shirt sleeves above his elbows again. I can't help but follow the movement, my eyes lingering along his forearms.
What? Why?
I don't know, but she's 17, so that's her excuse. Yeah, I think she's 17. She's basically, I think she's 17 and he's 19. I know. I know. I'm okay with the DNF.
Yep,
it's
I
YA.
understand now.
It's a YA situation.
Yeah.
And then its last quote is from A Rogue of One's Own, which is a Spice Level 1 book, but here we go, y'all. It's by Evie Dunmore. He strolled toward the desk while shrugging out of his jacket, then briefly derailed her focus by rolling up his shirt sleeves and exposing muscular forearms. He looked enticingly purposeful doing so.
Purposeful.
Yeah.
That kind of hits the nail on the head right there. That's why the forearm, like the rolling of the sleeves, like, okay, he's got to get down to business.
Gonna get down to business. like when Grumpy Met Sunshine, like someone about to really get something done here.
Yes, exactly.
So I get it. And we talked about it in the first episode of the reveal of forearms is kind of the removal of that white collar prim and proper I'm wearing a suit situation.
Yeah.
And I don't disagree. There is something about, I think, eschewing that finesse of a suit or of the full shirt sleeves that is enticing.
Yeah.
But do a third of my books need to talk about it?
Right. Well, and it's not, I think it's not even like limited to the white collar thing because, you know, as mentioned, my modern warfare fan fiction is soldiers and roll up the camo
the uniform.
Or whatever, the uniform.
Yeah.
It's just going outside of what they're supposed to be doing to like really get into the dirty of it and get it done.
I know. That's all I have for today. I think that what we've discovered is this is going to be a monthly thing. And if that's okay with you, it's okay with us. Authors, keep doing what you're doing because I will keep reporting what I be reading. Yes. If you have a book that you know is obsessed with forearms, put it in the comments. Let me know. And maybe it will be on next month's episode. Have an incredible rest of your night, y'all. Day, week, Bye.
Bye.
That's it for today, y'all. This has been a 3 Paws Productions podcast. Our producer is Sephi. Michael Achenbach is our patient editor. Our theme song is written and performed by Diana Weishauer. You can find show notes and so much more at jacereadsromance.com. That's JAYCE Reads Romance. Follow along on TikTok and Instagram at Jace Reads Romance. If you'd like to ask a question or share a story for the podcast, call and leave a message at 661-JACE-RR. That's 661-529-2377. Or send an email to jace@jacereadsromance.com. Finally, like and subscribe so you can get every episode when they drop. You can also leave us a review to help others find us. And remember, this is Jace holding space for you.